Here at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, I'm Kevin McAlpin from 680 The Fan and the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. We're getting you set for Game 1 between the Braves and the Metropolitans, and it comes your way tonight at 7:10 p.m. Eastern. Should be a good pitching matchup on hand for you tonight in Game number 1. Mike Foltynewicz and Jacob deGrom, your mound matchup here tonight for the series opener, so it should be a lot of fun. Should be a packed house. These Mets have really been rolling here of late. Braves under play 77-52. They're coming off a sweep against the Marlins and a 7-2 homestand that started against these Mets about a week and a half ago. The Braves, a season best 25 games over the 500 mark. That's the highest they've been over 500 in 6 seasons since all the way back in 2013. Of course, they won 96 games and a division title in 2013. Looking to do the same here for back-to-back seasons in 2019. Meanwhile, the Mets now 67-60. They are 7 games over 500. But how about here at home at Citi Field? 37-21 here on their home ballpark. 27-10 since the All-Star break. So the Mets have really been playing their best baseball here over the last month and a half. And again, they have Jacob deGrom on the mound tonight. The Braves have had their way with the Mets, though, this season. 8-5 overall in their first 13 head-to-head games. They'll be here for their final road trip to wrap up the regular season in about a month from now. How about the Braves last night? A 3-2 walk-off win over the Marlins to secure that series sweep. And who else? Ronald Acuna Jr. playing the role of hero last night with the single with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th inning. Ronald Acuna Jr. finishes the season, get this, a .319 average with 9 home runs, 18 ribbies in 18 games against the Fish this season. He also hit safely in 14 of those 18 contests. Mike Soroka, he pitched well enough to get a win last night. Unfortunately, another no decision for him last night as he went 7 innings, allowed just 2 earned runs, and his ERA now identical to that of Max Scherzer on the season. They are both second in the NL with a .241 earned run average, second only to Hyun-Jin Ryu of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Freddie Freeman tying a career high with his 34th home run of the season, and he's still got 5 weeks to go. I think it's fairly safe to say he's going to set a new career high here in 2019. The Atlanta offense finishes the year 15-4 against Miami, and that right now is the difference in the National League East, right? I mean, the Braves have had so much success against the Marlins. Freddie Freeman talked about it in spring training. The team that does the best against the last place team this year will probably be the one that prevails as division champs. And again, the Braves right now 6 games up over the second place Nationals here in the NL East standings. Let's get you caught up on a couple of rehab notes. Dansby Swanson went 3 for 4 last night with the Rome Braves. He was the DH in last night's contest. He is expected to play about 5 or 6 innings at shortstop there tonight. He will also be joined by Austin Riley, who will DH for Rome as he begins his rehab assignment tonight. Of course, as you missed it yesterday, there's a chance that Dansby Swanson, if all goes well, could join the Braves at some point later on in this road trip, probably in Toronto, again, barring any setbacks over the next few days. But the Braves certainly want to see how he responds after playing a couple of games back-to-back and reach him and go all the way out to 9 innings here over the next couple of days. So that's a look at what's going on at Rome. How about in the GCL? Darren ODay, remember him? Acquired with Kevin Gausman at the trade deadline last year. He made his first rehab outing today with the GCL Braves, tossed a scoreless first inning and struck out 2. And Brian Snitker said a few days ago there is still a chance that Darren ODay could join the Braves bullpen at some point in September. Could be a difference maker down the stretch as the Braves make a push for another division title. As I mentioned, Mike Foltynewicz gets the ball for the Braves here tonight. 27-year-old righty making his 4th start back since he was recalled from AAA Gwinnett. So far, 9 earned runs in 16 1/3 innings pitched. Last time he faced the Mets was August 2nd of 2018. Hasn't seen him yet this year. He worked 6 innings, allowed 2 earned runs, and an 8-7 win for the Braves. His career at Citi Field has not been all that great, to say the least. 3 career starts here in the Big Apple, 14 earned runs in 16 1/3 innings pitched with 7 home runs. He's going to look to buck that trend here tonight in game number 1 as the Braves offense will have its work cut out for him against Jacob deGrom. Reigning Cy Young Award winner, 31-year-old righty, is currently 8-7 with a .261 ERA in 25 starts for the Mets here this season. Versus the Braves, though, a 2 ERA in 20 career starts against Atlanta, but just 7 wins to show for it throughout the course of his career. It's his 4th start against the Braves here in 2019. He's allowed 8 earned runs in 19 1/3 innings with 5 home runs. Freddie Freeman has faced him more than any other opponent in the big leagues. He's 14 for 51 with 3 career homers lifetime against Jacob deGrom. So a good pitching matchup, should be a full house here. Citi Field has certainly been a place where the Mets have done a lot of damage here of late, especially in the second half. So the Braves are looking to kick off this road trip, keep that momentum rolling from the homestand and get a win under their belt here in game number 1. It's Foltynewicz, it's deGrom, it's a 7:10 first pitch. Jim Powell and Joe Simpson, they've got you covered right here on 680 The Fan and the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.